Okay, I'm going to put a little disclaimer out here. I don't really know what's going to happen in this episode. We might be getting sacked, obviously because of the poor performance we did last season, or we'll be doing transfers as normal. Let's see what happens. One. Hello, welcome to part 7 of Rebuilding Sunderland. Coming up in today's episode, we are going to be doing a little bit of transfer business. That's only if Sunderland don't sack me, because as you saw in last episode, we did finish 10th, which, respectively, it's not bad. We did actually finish on 71 points, which is absolutely ridiculous, because any other league, that would have been good enough for playoffs. Yeah, certainly would have been good enough for playoffs in League Two. Just missed out on playoffs in League One, but I mean, 71 points. I mean, that's actually pretty decent. We actually won 20 games, so I don't think that's sackable, but we'll see what the boards say. But we'll do the expectations, and hopefully we'll be at the season review, which sort of comes out after the expectations. I don't really get why that is, because that usually literally comes out straight after the last game of the season. But we'll do the expectations. So they want us to sign players under the age of 23. That's doable, but we are going to have to sell players because obviously transfer budgets, we've only got 3.15 million, so not a lot, but we do have plenty of players wanted. So I'm sure there'll be players coming and going as normal. Play high tempo pressing football, that's fine. I think we do that anyway. Develop players using the club's youth system, I think that's pretty doable. We do have a couple decent youngsters, Zach Johnson, Priestley Charter, who came in through our youth intake, so he looks pretty good. Alicia Manenda, already 2.5 stars, so we might have to call him up, Decent championship. You know what? He's a striker. We could do a striker. Yeah, well, we're going to call him up. I don't care if he's only 18, but he's a decent championship player. Pretty decent loan spell at Hibernian, so I reckon he's probably good enough for the first team. Who else do we have? Anyone down the under 18s? Eric Hales also came through the youth intake. Chris Rigg, he's a proper player. He does look good. There's a couple first team appearances. 2 appearances, 1 assist. Not too bad. Obviously, Tom Edwards, we already know about him. He's already made his first team debut, and Tim Hurst already in the youth intake as well. So all of them look like very exciting youngsters. Obviously, still very young, so they might not reach that full potential. I'm fairly sure Chris Rigg will, because he's an absolute baller. I'm sure he'll get some more game time this year. Probably similar to Zach Johnson. I think he could probably do with he's still bad around Menasha, but could do with another loan move. Who was he out on loan to? Tranmere, League 2. I mean, not bad. 34 appearances, 30 games started, 4 off the bench, 1 goal, 1 player per match. I mean, that's a pretty good loan spell in my book. Very good. So, a lot of good youngsters coming through. So, I reckon that's possible. Play direct football. Yeah, I think we'll give it a go. It's not really my kind of play, but we'll see how we do it. Work within the wage budget, that's absolutely fine because we're really in it. Grow the club's reputation, we can do that. That's only if we get promoted to the Premier League this season. Obviously, my contract does expire at the end of this season, so I doubt they'll sack me. I'm sure they won't. Let's hope not, because I'm sure if they would have sacked me, they would have done it by now anyway. So I think we're all good. So what did the board want us? Top half finish. They wanted playoffs last season, which does suggest I don't think I'm going to get sacked. So I think I've done a pretty good job here. Let's talk about next season, top half, which we sort of did this year. So I very much doubt they're going to. I very much doubt they will sack me. So I think we're going to stop panicking unless something comes up in the inbox. Facilities downgraded. We will request to improvement. What are our finances looking like? Not good at all. Not good, but a couple of decent cup runs. That will be fixed. Obviously, we do get TV money soon. I think for the time being, we are going to be staying at Sunderland. Obviously, We do have a lot of players wanted, but I haven't made my decision who's going to stay, who's going to leave. But first, let's see our season review. Well, here we go. We are finally at the season review. We have actually also done a little bit of transfer business. We've sold one player. Then we're also in the process of selling another player. Those two players will be revealed shortly after we've taken a look at our end of season review. As you can see, a trophy this season, but that's to be expected in our first season. We're in the Championship, so we're not going to win the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. Physically impossible. I mean, potentially I want to go on a pretty decent cup run in one of the two competitions next season. So let's try and get some players in for that. So players we brought in, not the previous manager, me, Jack. I brought in Carney Chukwuemeka, absolutely fantastic player I wouldn't mind trying to keep because he was actually quite a superb player. 13 appearances, 3 goals, 2 assists, 7.71 rating. That is very good. He's not out of contract, but how much does he cost? Yikes, that's a lot of money. Who else did I sign? Dewberry, not a bad player. What was his average rating? 6.79. A little bit worse, but still a very young player. Not out of contract, but again, another player I might try and keep next season, but we'll see about that. Mubama, very much a just another striker that we needed. So he played. It wasn't a bad loan spell for him. 6 goal contributions from 15 appearances. Again, not too bad. I think he'll take that himself. Any of my players that I said? Was it just that old Joe Quanza? A good decent centre back. Harrison Burrows. Not the finest signing, but he's a solid backup to have. I'm sure he might get a bit more game time because I'm not sure. I might try and sell Circuit. I might not. We'll see what happens. I'm still not sure who I'm selling. I'm fairly confident of the two I will sell. It's a good decision. So the board expectation was reach a Sky Bet playoffs. Yeah, we didn't do that. We finished 10th, but I reckon if we had played that flat 4-3-3 for longer, or started with it even, we might have made the playoffs. So I think we will stick with that formation this season unless we get in some players that don't suit that formation. Top goal scorer in this season, just for the Championship goals, were Nazari Rusin, 16, so not too bad. The supporters are very happy with the team that they were able to finish in the top half, so the supporters are happy. That's all I care about. Screw the board. I only care about the supporters. FA Cup, yeah, we got knocked out in the third round by Leeds United. Tottenham winning the FA Cup. Did Tottenham win the FA Cup? No, they did. Oh my God, Tottenham have won a trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, Tottenham have won a trophy. I never thought I'd see the day. That's absolutely ridiculous. Carabao Cup, yeah, we got knocked out in the second round, which not too bad against Nottingham Forest. But it really did put up a good fight. So, but unfortunately, lost 3-2. So, not too bad. Our biggest win this season was a 5-1 win over Watford. Was that the second penultimate last game to the season? I think it was. I mean, yeah, if it was, that was a very good game. Match to remember was a 3-1 win over Leeds. And goal of the season went to Elliot Embleton. What was that goal like? I don't remember that goal. What is it? What's that goal like? Obviously, Elliot Embleton. Is he still at the club? I don't think he is. I think we sold him in January. What was this goal like? What was it like? Embleton, I mean, it's an okay goal. I wouldn't say it's goal of the season, but it is fine. Club reputation, 3 stars. I mean, that's a bit poor. That hopefully that goes up within the next couple of years. We've got a new deal, by the way. 1-year deal worth 236k. I mean, that's rubbish. That is an annual revenue. Obviously, it's the first season of the save, so it's all going to go up. I suspect next season it might go down a little bit, but that all depends on what happens. Then our best 11 this year was Patterson. Hume, Ballard, Odien, Serkin and Dan Neil, who will be returning from Bologna. Obviously, he was quite a bad egg in the dressing room really there. Hopefully he's calmed down a bit. Obviously, what is he? What's his best position? A centre mid, so I think he'll suit right in because we were playing him defensive mid. I just don't think he was that sort of player. Then we had Ekwit and Bellingham. I'm fairly sure those two players will be staying with us. Ekwit is wanted by a couple of teams and Leicester, so yeah, we'll see about that. Well, Bellingham's not wanted, so it's a very good sign. Still a young player with bags of potential. Then on the right we have Patrick Roberts, who is well, he was wanted. He's not now. Clark, who has recently signed a new contract. I say recently, a couple months ago, signed a new contract till the end of 2028. So he'll be staying with us for the long haul. And Nazari Rusin, yeah, I think his time is done. I don't think he sticks around. I think we do try and sell him. So yeah, I mean a pretty good season, but I think we definitely need improvements in the squad. Let's show the two players that are leaving. So Adri Alisi is going to be joining Mallorca for £3 million. So that contract is that's done and dusted. Then Luke O'Neill could potentially be going to West Brom for £1.3 million. So if we sell him, I'm not sure if that's a profit because it was an undisclosed transfer. So I'm not sure how much they pay for him. He's not really my kind of centre back, so that's why we're selling him. 5'10". It's just he had a pretty poor season as well. Not good at all. So well, who else? Let's have a look. Who's out of contracts? Obviously, Styles, Dewberry, Evans is going to be leaving. Obviously, didn't get much game time. Didn't get any game time, in fact. Bradley Dack, he'll be also leaving us. I might try and sell him when this transfer window opens just to see if we can get a bit of money in for him, but I very much doubt it, so I think we'll probably end up losing him on a free. Then the other loan players leaving us is Mubama, Quansah, and Chuck Rummaker. I wouldn't mind keeping Quansah for another season, see what Liverpool say. Yeah, no, maybe later on, once he's returned, then we might try and get him back, and later on in the transfer windows. So other players wanted are Ballard. We promised him to make the playoffs next season. Wow, have we really? Ekra and MB, what we promised him? We've promised him if he gets a bid of 15.5 million, all 15.5, not on installments or anything, that we accept it. So he might be on his way out. Abdullah Bar is wanted by Tottenham. Wow. Why would you want to go there? So if he gets a 20, I wish he could have a 20.5 million bid. 12.5 million bid, we have to accept, which does hurt me a little bit because he's a very good player. But we do have Jack Clark on the left, so Abdullah Bar might go. He is a very, very young player with a very bright future ahead of him. So I'm sure we'll probably come up against him at one stage or another, or he'll be staying with us. It'll be a very pivotal part of our squad if we reach a Premier League. So I really hope he does stay. Who else is wanted? Trey Hume. He has been rumoured with a 31.5 million bid. I'm not sure who from. I think it was Fiorentina. So if they want to bid that, be my guest. I don't want to sell him, but we could use the 31 million. We could, really could. Then Patterson. Yeah. Patterson. 72 goals conceded. Yeah, I think Patterson. I'm sorry, but I think your career's done. I know you're homegrown at club. You're the only homegrown at club. Yeah, we might have to keep him if he's the only homegrown at club. But we do have loads of training nations. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem there. Okay. Let's have a think about this. Do we keep Patterson? Yes or no? I think we kind of have to, because he's homegrown at club, and I'm sure he'll be a little bit better this season with some better defenders. Because obviously the goalkeeper is only as good as sure defence. That's the motto. So I think I'll probably just come back right after the transfer window was opened, I very much doubt I might have signed some players, but you never know. Well, it's currently the beginning of the transfer window. Haven't signed anyone as of yet. We haven't actually made any bids for anyone, so not sure why I even said that. So, but obviously we have sold 2 players, and those 2 players are... They haven't been confirmed yet, but they will be in a minute. So, let's see who we've been rumoured with. We're rumoured with quite a lot of players. I've never actually heard of anyone. I suspect they're all youngsters. Franco Uma is a Irish 19-year-old right winger. We'll give him a bit of a scout. I'm not sure what he looks. Oh no, he looks absolutely terrible. Why are we going to sign him? Samuel Ballett, Swiss 20. He actually looks quite decent. We'll give him a bit of a scout. Who's he wanted by? San Jose. Doesn't fill me with confidence. Reese Bango-Williams, who the hell are you? In the middle, under 21. So you want to buy 21 clubs. You pretty much want to buy the whole of the Championship, plus a couple of Premier Division sides and Exeter. Good, get in there. Yeah, he might be a decent player, but we'll see what his scout report comes back as. Then Mike Hamilton, on loan from Man City, is actually out of contract, so see what he's like. We'll give him a bit of a scout, see what his scout report comes back as. I think he is actually quite a decent player, obviously on loan at Huddersfield. Not good, not bad. He played 36 games, so I would have expected a little bit better. That's all we've been rumoured with. We haven't been rumoured with anyone up here. So so Luke Dien has joined West Brom, 1.31 million. Fan reaction, very unhappy, but he's just I don't think he was that good. 5'10", he's not a centre back. He doesn't fit into the centre midfield like I want him to, so it's sort of made sense for him to go. When does the other guy join? Oh, the other... Actually, at least he joins on the 1st of July again, because he's joining Mallorca. The transfer window opens 1st of July. That really does not make sense. Why not have all the transfer windows opening on the same day? It would make things so much easier. Obviously, no clauses to sell, because we sold them all. Didn't get very much money for them, but got plenty of selling clauses. Yeah. I think Nathan Bishop... Is it... Yeah, it's definitely one, but I think his career's done. See what... No. We'll see what they say. We'll offer him to clubs. I kind of do want to get another goalkeeper in, another decent backup. This is what the squad currently... Well, you can't... Let's not read too much into these players. Or at least say, or... Yeah, it's just at least say. So at the moment, who the hell is Alex Bass? Who are you? I mean, you're definitely gone. Can we get rid of you? Might have said you. Where was he? He was out on loan to Wimbledon. He's definitely gone. Not good enough, is he? Let's just transfer him and set surplus to requirements. Hopefully, we get some offers in for him. So, also Harrison Burrows, he's fine. He'll stick around. Patrick Roberts. Current reputation-wise, not that good. Joe Anderson, who are you? You are wanted by 20 clubs. Right. This is good. This is good news, this is. Right. Peterborough got to offer 110k for him. What is it? Who is he? He came from Everton, so he's not homegrown, so don't mind selling him at all. Obviously, Dennis Serkin, 3 stars. I think, yeah, we probably could do with another left back. Obviously, we've got Burrows and Serkin, so... Yeah, I think one of them goes. I think Serkin probably goes, because Burrows has got decent potential. Bishop is wanted by Millwall. Obviously, we've also already transfer listed him, so hopefully they do make an offer. Who's Jay Matete? Where was he last season? He was on loan at Oxford. Yeah, I think your career's done as well. Yeah. We'll transfer this and set surplus to requirements. Hopefully some players, some teams come in for him. Obviously Bellingham staying, Ballard staying at the moment, not wanted by anyone now. Ekwa is staying for now. So is Barr. He's also staying for now. So is Hume. I think Rousset, judging by his current ability, I think you. I'm sorry to say this. I know you were our top goal scorer last season. 21 goal contributions. I think your time's done. Rousset, get the hell out of here. As I just don't see a future for him at transfer list and set surplus to requirements. Hopefully we'll get some offers for him. We have called up some players from the youth team. Nectar Triantis is one of them. He's an Australian centre-back. Had a loan spell at Hibernian last season, but he is showing up as a decent Sky Bet Championship player, so he'll be in and around the team next season. I'm not sure how many starts he'll get, but I'm sure he'll get some starts, because obviously Hume's the right back to start with. Ballard's centre back. Constance leaving. Elise's leaving. Pembele, I think his best role as a right back. I think you know what, you can leave. I'm not going to stick around with it any longer because I just don't think you're good enough. I really don't. Transfer list sets up as to my requirements. I know he's got good current ability, but just not really that good. And same with Seal. Good potential. Obviously, okay, fine. We'll keep him around because he does have 4.5 star potential. And then I think he's technically probably classed as fourth choice centre back. So obviously, we'll give it a couple weeks, see what everyone does. So I think we'll do the transfer offers off camera because you don't want to see that stuff because it's just boring. So I'm probably just going to skip straight forward to the beginning of July, where hopefully we'll have sold a few players and hopefully signed a couple. Well, it's currently the 3rd of July. We've sold quite a few players. We haven't signed many players, but we have signed one player, and that player is Jay Stansfield. He comes in on loan from Fulham for the rest of this season. He's a striker, which is a position we kind of need. So he's a good championship player, potentially Premier Division, which does excite me very much. Jeremy Bellingham is apparently the best striker. I don't think so. So, yeah, we'll see about that. But he had a loan spell at Birmingham last season, scoring 14 goals, 2 assists, 2 player for matches, 40 appearances. I mean, that's not bad. I think he'll be a very good striker for us. Can play pretty much anywhere along the free, but primarily, we all know he is a striker. He's got fairly decent pace about him, so I reckon he'll score quite a few goals for us. I'm talking at least maybe just under 20, I reckon. I think that's a fair target for him to have. We've sold quite a lot of players. We start off with the players that we sold on the back end of last season, which I don't think was many. Obviously, you know, Luke ODM went to West Brom. After that, Joe Anderson went to Peterborough for 115k. Alex Bass joined Bristol Rovers for 165k. Moving on to this season, Jay Matete has joined TP Mazembe on loan until... When's this contract? Yeah, 1 year. Literally 1 year. That's fine. Bradley Dack joined Plymouth Argyle. Oh, God, why would he join there? Absolutely horrific. He's joined them on a free transfer. Harrison Jones, youngster, joined Sheffield Wednesday on a free transfer. Henry Filton, also another youngster, joined Huddersfield on a free transfer. Actually, Elise joined Menorca for 3 million. Anyway, you already knew that one. And then Nazari Rusin joined Dnipro -1. He signed for them for £2.3 million. So I think that was a bit of a bargain. Yeah, a bit of a profit. Only 0.2 million profit. So bargain's a bargain. Marshall Buck has gone out on loan to Mansfield. I just think he needs a bit more game time, and he's terrible. And Timothy Pembele has joined Millwall for 2.1 million. He did have a work permit rejected, but they've given him a work permit place, so that's fine. I thought that was going to jeopardise his transfer, but this is what the squad currently looks like going into the new season. Obviously, we've still got about a month, I want to say, before the season starts. A month. So plenty of time. So I'm sure, obviously, I'm not sure how many players we need. So this is the squad at the moment. Goalkeepers, we've got Patterson and Bishop. I think we'll Obviously, Patterson is only 24. He's only going to get better, so I reckon he'll be fine. It says he's a decent Premier Division, so yeah, I think we'll keep Patterson. He's not wanted anymore, so that is absolutely fine. And centre backs at the moment we've got Ballard, Selt, Triantis, and Leo Fielheldy is on his way out. We do have another centre back actually coming in, I think. Charlie Cresswell. He's gonna be coming in on loan, so I think he'll be a very good signing. 6'3" from Leeds. He looks like a pretty decent centre back option. So good mix of youngsters and experience with Ballard. I wouldn't say he's experienced. He's only 24. I mean, that's why that's what this squad actually really needs, some experienced players, because all of our players are pretty much under 25. Our oldest player in the squad is Patrick Roberts, aged 27. And moving on with the rest of the squad, left backs we've got Burrows and Zirkin. So I think we'll just stick with those for now. Then right backs we've got Huggins and Hume. I think I'm quite comfortable with them. Hume hasn't had any offers in for him, so that's fairly good. Then centre mids we've got Neil, who we have offered him. Did we offer him a new contract? I don't think we did. I think we were going to. We probably should, because he is quite a good player. Does he want to have a new contract? Oh, God. 30.5 per week. That's fine. You're asking him way too much. But that's fine. What is a Carolera, by the way? I've never actually played it, so I'm not going to promise that. Let's go. What are you currently on at the moment? 9k. Jeez Louise. Wow. Let's go down to 25k. Let's go 27. Sort of meet in the middle. That's fine. I can live with that. Right. So all centre mids we've got Ekman Bay, Dan Neil, Joby Bellingham, who we have actually signed a new contract with him up until 2028. Minimum fee release clause of 18.25 million. So if any clubs do break that release clause, we're going to get some decent money in for him. Then we've got Adil Ayushi. Romain Mundell is also on his way out. So at the moment, we've only got 4 centre mids. So potentially need one more. No, not one more. We've got 4. So we need 2 more to make the 6 that we need. Obviously, Barr can also play as a centre mid, but his best position is out wide on the left. So on the right-hand side, we've got Patrick Roberts, just Patrick Roberts at the moment. So, yeah, that's a position that we need to strengthen in. Left wingers, we've got Clark and Barr. We've also got this guy, Jurison Benetti, who we are trying to sell, but the board just don't want any of it. So I think we will keep him as just a sort of backup. He can actually play out on the right-hand side. So if we fail to get in the right winger, obviously he'll be the backup to Roberts, but hopefully we do get in another right winger or 2. Then strikers, I'm feeling pretty confident. We've got Jay Stansfield and Eliezer Mayenda, who you sort of met earlier on in today's episode. Youngster who was out on loan to Hibernian last season, so I reckon he'll be a good backup to Jay Stansfield. What's your best position? You can, advance forwards. That's actually quite good. Then Louis Semedo is also on his way out, potentially going to Coventry or SV Wayhead Richband. And I totally butchered that name, but I don't care because they're not an English team. So where are they? They're based in, I think, 3rd tier, I think, German. Oh my God, why would he? I mean, he's not that good anyway. We sent him out on loan. Went to Lincoln, didn't really perform well in League One. Just shows you how bad he is. Like, yeah, not good at all. So, I mean, now I'm very happy with that squad. So, what is it? Just a right winger, couple of centre mids, and a centre back. Obviously, we've got a centre back coming in. So, it's literally a right winger and 2 centre mids. We've got plenty of budgets available, a lot of spare wage budgets. So that is completely fine. 12 million transfer budget. So, we've got enough money to get just at the bare minimum. We just need 3 players. So, that should be doable. Well, we have made it to the beginning of the new championship season. We've done some transfer business. We haven't signed that many players, maybe because we didn't need to, but we got the positions that we needed. So let's take a look at see who we've signed. We'll start off with the players that we've sold since last time I spoke to you. So we have sold Romain Mundle. We just joined UPenn for 240k. Leo Fahielda has joined Hamcam on loan. What a name for a club. Hamcat, well, that's just a nickname. Hamcam, that's what they're known as. Jewison Benetti has joined Salernitana for 2.2 million. Louis Semedo has joined Burnley for 700k. Then we also loaned out a bunch of youngsters, and Reece joined Coventry for 200k. Starting off with players that have came in, we haven't actually signed anyone permanent. That's quite not alarming, but because we didn't need to, nothing really caught my eye. So started off with Charlie Cresswell. He's a 21-year-old English centre-back, 3 stars of capability, 4.5-star potential. He's a good Sky Bet Championship player, potentially Premier League. He comes in on loan from Leeds for this season. I'm actually quite surprised Leeds have loaned him out, considering he did play 19, well, started 14 off the bench last season. So I'm actually quite surprised they've loaned him out. Did they get promoted last year? Yes, I think they did. So I guess that's why. Maybe he's not Premier League ready yet. Then next up is Cesare Casadei. He's a Italian 21-year-old centre mid. Can't play defensive mid or attacking midfielder, but primarily we're going to play him as a Masala on the left or right. I'm still not sure. He prefers to be in the middle, but that's not going to happen at all. So he's currently a decent championship player, potentially Premier League. He comes in on loan from Chelsea for this season. He had a couple of loan spells at Reading, where played 15 games. Leicester didn't really get much game time. I'm not sure what happened there, but just didn't play, I guess. Last but not least is Luca Romero. He's a Argentinian 19-year-old right winger, 3 stars of capability, 4-star potential, leading championship player, but potentially Premier League. He comes in on loan from AC Milan, so hopefully he can have a good loan spell with us. He was on loan at Almeria last season, played 20 games, 1 goal, so actually only started 3 games for Almeria. 17 off the bench. I'd say that's not a bad loan spell. Hopefully he might start a few more games with us, but that remains to be seen. But at the moment, this is the starting 11 going into the first game of the season, I think. Yes, it will be. So at the moment, we've got Patterson in goal, the back four of Hume, Ballard, Cresswell, and Sirkin. Neil at the deep playmaker role with I think we're going to have Ekwa Elimbi as the backup. Then, as the 2 Mazzalas, we've got Bellingham and Cassidy, along with Adil, Ayushi, and Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg's going to be in the first team this season because I just think he's good enough. I know he's going better League One standard. I think he's ready for Championship football. So, they're the 2 backups. Obviously, Adil, Ayushi didn't get much game time, but hopefully he gets a bit more this season, especially with this. I think we're settled with this formation. Obviously, backup defenders. We've got Huggins as the backup. They're going to interchange as of when. And the backup centre-backs, we've got Jensen Silt and Nectar Triantis. I think they're probably suitable backups. Nectar Triantis, decent championship player. I don't think has he ever actually played for us yet. No, not really. No, he hasn't. So he'll make his debut, I'm sure, in the next episode. Then backup left back, we've got Harrison Burrows. I don't think we need to upgrade the defence. We might. Obviously, we've still got plenty of time before the transfer window closes. We've gone through the midfielders. Then on the right hand side, we've got Romero at the moment, or Roberts. They can interchange as and when if they like. So I think we'll start off with Roberts. So we'll put him in there. I think that's good. They've got a good. Hume and Roberts have got a good partnership, similar to Sirkin and Clark. And Clark's backup will be Abdullah Bar. We did project a couple moves from Tottenham, but if for whatever reason they do decide to offer like a loan back for this season, I probably might end up accepting it. Obviously, depending on the transfer fees and stuff. But at the moment, Abdullah Bar is still a Sunderland player, which I'm very surprised about. Then up front, we've got Jay Stansfield with his backup being Elisa Mayenda, who does look like a pretty good striker, I must admit. He's had a pretty good pre-season. About 2 goals against Cadiz, 2 goals against Seaham, 2 goals. Bearing in mind, Brighton are a Premier League side. We beat them 4-1. I'm not sure what sort of team Brighton put out. I know it's only a friendly because it's not going to mean much. They did put out pretty much a first team squad. I mean, they only made 2 changes in the friendly, so I guess they were taking this pretty seriously. How many changes did we make? A lot more. So yeah, I think this season's going to go quite well. So let's take a look at the season preview before we do wrap up today's episode. The media predicted us to finish 3rd, which certainly better than last year. Key players predicted to be Patterson and Cassidy. I can't really argue with that. In fact, Patterson is actually in the Dream 11 and Hume. So that's very surprising. I wasn't expecting to see Hume in there. I was more like expecting to see like someone like I don't know who's in the Championship. I don't think he's that good. And yeah, I can sort of understand why Hume is in there because he is 4 stars. Did play at the Euros. Speaking of the Euros, how did the Euros get on? Who won the Euros? Obviously, it's the Euros going on right now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, England are still in it. Obviously, if they're not, things have gone wrong. But England did finish 2nd in their group. In a group which have France, Italy, and Scotland, so quite a difficult group. But who won it? England won the Euros, but can they do it in real life? That is the question. Well, I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks' time, because when this video comes out, I suspect it be the quarterfinals or the semi-finals of the Euros. So, yeah, that is who scored? Kane and okay, this team's a bit weird. You got Phillips and Henderson. That's very surprising. We haven't seen that for ages. What's their form been like? Better than real life? 100%. Quite an easy run to the final, I'd say. I mean, Rashford in the England squad. That's Harry Maguire. Oh, my God. I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, yeah. Well done, England. Will they do it in real life? Well, that's something for us to. That's something us to find out. But that's nothing to do with this save. So I will see you all tomorrow, where we'll be playing our first Championship fixtures of a brand new season against Derby and Cardiff. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.